Hi everybody. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the food program that I'm doing at the minute, and it's called the Whole30 30-day challenge. And if you want to find it, I'll put a link also, but it's at whole9 with a number 9 life.com, and then you can find the Whole30 through that. It's not on the main page, but you can find it. And basically, you guys know I did the Biggest Loser challenge or whatever. I was just really struggling. I have a lot of issues with things or whatever, as I guess a lot of us do. But basically, a friend of mine had been reading my weight loss blog, and so she suggested I do this, and she said her friends are like super, and the way that you eat on this is paleo. So if you've ever heard of paleo, then you know. But I hadn't really heard much of it. I actually only knew it from her and her sister talking to each other on Facebook about it, and I didn't know what it was because that's not how I eat. So I didn't know. So anyway, she said that she has friends who are really into it, and they like challenge their small group to do it. I think that's how it works. And so she decided to do it to get her off her back, and all the stuff that it says on here. It says it will change your life. And so she was like, yeah, right, I'll go back to eating how I ate before. And excuse me. And but she says she hasn't. So she happened to email me on the last day of February. And so I thought I'm going to give it a try and just do it from March 1st to the 30th. So, today is the 11th, so I'm on day 11. And depending on how I feel or whatever, I might do it all the way through Lent and just go keep going through that. Basically, I'm going to just read a few things about it for you, and you can read it yourself. But I just want to tell you basically what it is, and just quick snippets. And so, what is the Whole30? Certain food groups like grains, and I think it's pronounced legumes. I don't legumes. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's basically like beans and things like that. Are probably having, and dairy are having a negative impact on your health and fitness without you even realizing it. Are your energy levels inconsistent or non existent? Do you have aches and pains that you can't explain? Are you having a hard time losing weight no matter how hard you try? Do you have some sort of condition like skin problems, digestive ailments, seasonal allergies, or fertility issues? And they might be directly related to the food you eat. Now, I had just recently been looking up some things. I've been having an issue where my toes were getting numb. And it was a little cold in the room where I'd been sitting with my legs up for a while sometimes. But one time I was on the bed and I had my legs straight and it was colder in the room. But anyways, my grandma had diabetes and she had a lot of trouble with her feet, so I looked it up and it could be related to diabetes. I haven't been to the doctor for it or anything like that, so I was just wondering, concerning, a little concerned about it, and then just read online that it can be reversed with the control of your glucose levels. And then the other thing, oh, I've always wondered if I have an issue with dairy because especially since I was pregnant, it would make me really gassy. And just my stomach really gurgly. And I love milk. Okay, you do not understand. I love dairy. I did not understand my love affair with this until I gave it up. But when I was pregnant, especially, I think my whole body chemistry changed. And I really, I got really bad heartburn. I haven't really had that since I had the baby. But I know it was a lot to do with my diet, and I could have really cared less, as sometimes you do if you've been pregnant. You feel me. But anyways, so I with those two things in my mind, I thought, well, it'd be interesting to see if I cut these things out, what would happen. So you strip these things from your diet completely. Okay, so when I first started this, I was like, well, then what do you eat? And basically, what you eat is eggs, vegetables, and meat primarily. Those three things, and then you can eat some fruit. I've probably still eaten more fruit than I should. They said to snack on nuts and dried fruit, and I got a little crazy with the dried fruit. Here is dried fruit right here. So, starting next Monday, I'm gonna try to cut out dried fruit altogether. And then you're allowed to have fruit, but you're only allowed to have a cup a day. So there's a lot of great like recipes that I have. But it's weird like when you do have like a love affair with sugar, like how much like you just like want it. Like I'd rather obviously eat like a banana or like this gorilla cake made with coconut or a banana custard than like vegetables and a piece of turkey or something, you know? So it's interesting. So you cut out all inflammatory insulin spiking, calorie dense but nutritionally sparse foods for a full 30 days. And you let your body heal and recover from whatever effects those foods may be provoking, basically eliminating those foods so that like when you have a baby and you introduce one food at a time to see if it has an allergic reaction, like our bodies have become so tolerant of certain foods that we have no idea if we're having an allergic reaction because we're just going with it and we just feel uncomfortable, but it's not like we're vomiting, so you know, who cares. So if you do introduce the things back in, you can do it slowly. And my friend told me, because I asked her, did you incorporate back in dairy? And she said, or even carbs. And she said that she cheated on day 28 and had a piece of bread, and she was sick for 3 hours. And then now, like, milk doesn't agree with her. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm only on day 11, so I don't think my body's quite there yet. But I haven't found it that quite that difficult. Um, so it says basically you're like resetting your body. Um, it says this will change your life. We cannot possibly put enough emphasis on the simple fact that the next 30 days will change your life. It will change the way you think about food. It will change your tastes. It will change your habits and your cravings. It could quite possibly change the emotional relationship you have with food and with your body. It has the potential to change the way you eat for the rest of your life. We know this because we did it, and thousands of people have since done it, and it has changed our lives and their lives in a permanent fashion. Um, I have seen a big difference in 11 days. I have maybe lost a pound, which I was kind of freaking out about at first. So I'm like, how can I cut out all sugar and all carbs and not be losing weight? But I think I read through some of the testimonials, and there was one girl that said like she lost very little weight, but she lost 3 dress sizes. And it's because like your hormones are shifting because you're cutting out dairy and different things, and your muscle, I mean, I don't feel bloated anymore. I feel like do I look bloated? And but I think it just takes some time. My friend said she lost 10 pounds in the first 20 days, so we'll see. I'm not like really too concerned about that. And then, but the thing that I'm really noticing right now is that like I still have these cravings. So I think, I mean, my first week, giving up my coffee, like I still have coffee, but you can't have any dairy. So I was like drinking my creamer in there every single morning, and even maybe twice a day. And if I didn't have it in the afternoon, sometimes it was just like a big, huge crash. So now they say if you have it before noon. It does it does affect your sleeping pattern. And so now I have it with coconut milk and cinnamon, and I can taste the coffee now instead of just the cream. It's weird how I associate my love of enjoyment, I guess, like of being out and treating myself, and that's always in the form of a milky substance. I feel like mochas and caramel macchiatos, and I think it has little to do with the coffee and a lot to do with the milk for me. Yesterday, I took my son out for a walk, and we live really close to a lot of shops and things. And I was like, I can't take him anywhere. I can't eat anything, and like how I associate those two. So that's interesting. I haven't really been agitated besides like a couple of those times when I'm out. I really notice it when I'm out. I've gone out to dinner several times, and I've been able to do it. Maybe it wasn't like the most organic or probably cooked in the right stuff, but um, like if that's only like 20% of the time, then I think it's gonna be okay. You know, what can you do? So I've really liked it so far. I'm on day 11, like I said, so I still have some time left to go. And I just want to tell you a little bit um, what you're not supposed to eat if you're interested in doing this. Okay, you don't eat any sugar of any kind, real or artificial. So no syrups, honey, agave nectar, Splenda, Equal, NutraSweet, stevia, etc. There's sugar in every product. I have to say, probably my dried fruit has some sugar in it. That's why I want to cut it out next week. Completely no processed foods means no protein shakes, prepackaged snacks, meals, protein bars, or milk substitutes. No alcohol, no grains. That's no wheat, rye, barley, millets, oats, corn, rice, sprouted grains, and all those gluten-free pseudo grains like quinoa. And yes, no corn. And so no grains, and then those legumes or whatever they're called. And so no beans, no black kidney, lima, etc., peas, lentils, peanuts. You can have no peanuts or peanut butter, but you can have walnuts, almonds, other kinds of things. No soy, and tea has soy in it, tuna has soy in it, tons of things have soy in it, and everyone drinks soy instead of regular milk. And I don't know. They just said get rid of it, so that's what I'm doing. No dairy, no milk at all, no cream, no butter, no cheese, no yogurt, no ice cream, no white potatoes at all. And then don't try to like make everything into like how you can your old habits into this. Um, so there's you can read the rest of it if you want on there. This is what helped me the most. This is their tough love section. So I'm just gonna read it to you, and maybe it will help you guys too. Here comes the tough love. This is for those of you who are considering taking on this life-changing month, but aren't sure you can actually pull it off cheat free for a full 30 days. This is for the people who have tried this before but have slipped or fell off the wagon or just had to eat fill in the blank here. Because of this, fill in the event here. This is for you. It is not hard. Do not dare tell us this is hard. Giving up heroin is hard. Beating cancer is hard. Drinking your coffee black is not hard. You won't get any cuddling and you won't get any sympathy for your struggles. You have no excuse not to complete this program as written. It's only 30 days and it's for the most important cause on earth, the only physical body you will have in this lifetime. Just reading that alone is constantly in my head, and I'm always thinking like, yeah, dying of diabetes and getting your limbs cut off, that is hard. In fighting cancer, having MS, all those kind of things, those things are hard. Eating paleo for 30 days is not hard. In my mind, a lot of the times I'm thinking, I'm going to do this forever. Like, this is awesome. I'm feeling so good. My energy levels are so much higher. I haven't worked out at all for the 11 days, and I might kick that up in the last 2 weeks as well, just to see how it's like really good for more energy, I guess, and like you feel stronger when you are on this diet. So we'll see. But I feel like tighter. I've already lost like 2 inches, and my clothes are fitting a little looser, and I just don't feel so like if that's a good description. So anyways, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Anyone who wants to do it, like, you can go read my WordPress blog I'm keeping over there, and it's my losingjourney.wordpress.com, and you can see some of the recipes and things that I'm using. So I just wanted to share it with you guys, and let me know what you guys are doing and how you're doing on it and what mental battles you face, because for me a lot of this is super mental. So anyways, that's me, and I hope that this helps you somehow. Okay, bye.